What's up, my YT homies? This is Alethea coming in at you with another video, and this video is actually a get ready with me that I created, that I filmed the other day, but I forgot to do an intro as well as an outro for that video. But I did want to come in and kind of do an intro, also telling you about this palette that I use in the video. I tell you a little bit about the palette and how I got the palette, but I don't give my exact opinions. And part of the reason why I didn't give my exact opinions was because I said something about doing a standalone video, and I possibly will still do a standalone video. I think I need a little bit of amber. Alright y'all, so this video is definitely not a tutorial. I am going to show you the palette that I'm using while I converse with you all. My eyebrows are doing their own thing, so disregard that. But anyway, so Quisha J, who's right here on the YT, she's also on Instagram. I'll link her channel below. She had a video comparing the Anastasia Beverly Hills Sultry palette to this Alter Ego Temptress palette, and she had a giveaway, and I won the giveaway. So I wanted to feature this palette in a video all by itself, announcing that I won the giveaway and all that kind of stuff. But right at the time I won it, I was going through the move and all that, so I never got the chance to like make a video. And I did use it one time, and actually let me take that back. I did make a video, however the video, I did not get to finish it because something happened, so I didn't finish recording. I had to stop. So I never got a chance to get back to it. So this will be my second time using this palette. So with that being said, let me show you the palette. This is what the palette looks like, and it's, like I said, it's supposed to be a dupe for the Anastasia Beverly Hills Sultry palette. I don't have that palette, so I cannot compare the two of them. But if you go back to Quisha's video, she does make a comparison of the two palettes. So with that being said, I'm going to go ahead and just start doing my makeup and chatting with you all about the things I want to talk about today. And to keep myself from getting all over the place, or at least try to keep myself from getting all over the place, I kind of have the little topics down on my phone that I want to talk about. And so yeah, let's go ahead and get into this. I possibly will still do a standalone video, but I kind of just wanted to show you all the palette once more. And like, it is the Temptress palette by Alter Ego, and as I told you all, or you'll hear in the video, I won this palette from Quisha J right here on the YT. And this is what it looks like, and it has a nice size mirror here. So this palette did not come with the brush as Anastasia Beverly Hills palettes do, as well as she had two brushes that the company sent her. And because I was doing a giveaway, the company did not send me, I'm sorry, because I won the giveaway, the company did not send me the brushes. But yeah, that's okay. But I appreciate the palette. But all in all, it is a very, I do like the palette. I will say that I do like the palette. Pros, cons, and all that kind of stuff. Yeah, the pigmentation was fine. I didn't have any cons. I will continue to use the palette to see how I feel about it. But yeah, so I just kind of wanted to touch bases on that. Also, Quisha did do a look with this palette, and I think I am going to try to mimic that look. I don't know. If I do try to recreate that look, then I will share it here on my channel. I'm also drinking a little tea. I try not to drink sugary drinks. I will admit, I do put a little sugar in my coffee, but not that much. But I try not to drink sugary drinks. However, there's really not a transition color that I like in here, so I'll try this color. So yeah, how about I'm on the FaceTime with someone that is at work and they have me in their register while they're at work. Isn't that something? And then I hear people in the background. Okay, so she hung up. So now I can finish talking to you all. But anyway, so as I was saying, what was I talking about? I don't even know what I was talking about. I don't even think I had started talking about anything. Oh, no, I hadn't started talking about anything because she called before I could start. Alright, so let me see. The first thing I want to tell y'all about is the other loctician. If you watched my video where I talked about my pros and cons of my sister lock consultation, told y'all about the loctician I had my appointment scheduled with and that I went to her, but I also told you all that I had an appointment scheduled with another loctician. Well, right after I made that video, and that loctician, I'm not going to say that, oh, I shouldn't have put the video up, but that's fine. I mean, I'm fine. I don't take back anything I said, because one thing about it is, on my channel, I have always been open and honest about things that I share, and I am going to continue to do that. I'm not going to try to make anyone look bad when it comes to things, especially when it comes to me getting service, whether it be good service, bad service, or what have you. So anyway, with that being said, I had plans of going to the consultation with the other loctician. I really wanted to go to see. Now, while I did pay my money down with the loctician that I went to, that's my money. I could have decided that, okay, that $200 I'm willing to sacrifice because the other loctician proved to be someone that I think I could really vibe with. Despite what I said in the video, because you never know, I may have changed my mind. She may have been able to really work with me had I been able to talk to her and explain it. But at the time in the video, those were my thoughts, and I don't take them back. Now, mind you, I knew there was a possibility she could see that video because she is subscribed to my channel. Not only is she subscribed to my channel, I did find a couple of groups on Facebook, so she could have seen it there. It may not have just come from her, you know, being subscribed to my channel. And the reason why I knew she was subscribed to my channel, because she has a YouTube channel, and I subscribed to her channel, and after I subscribed, she subscribed back. She seems like a very nice lady. I haven't met her in person. Like I said, I talked to her and I enjoyed hearing what she had to say when it came to locks. So I was actually still looking forward to meeting her. When I went to her booth, I wanted to meet her, but I could not meet her because she was busy. So I was like, well, that's fine. I'll get to meet her when I go to the appointment. But at the same time, I was going to share my other appointment, you know, pros, cons, how I felt, all that good jazz on my channel. I wasn't going to wait until I went to that consultation to share how I felt. But anyway, I can't even go to that consultation because, like I said, she canceled the consultation. A couple of days after I made the video, I got an email letting me know that my appointment had been canceled. And when I got the email letting me know my appointment had been canceled, I sent her a text message to the phone number that I had saved in my phone for her, and it's still saved in there. But I sent her a message letting her know, okay, I see that I sent the screenshot of the cancellation, letting her know that I saw that my appointment had been canceled, and when was I gonna get my refund? Well, she didn't reply to my message, but I got 2 emails letting me know that my money was going to be refunded to me. I forgot to moisturize my face today. That my money was going to be refunded to me. So I did get that refund of my money a couple of days ago. So I really do hate that that happened, but I guess it's better for me. Like I was saying, I really do hate that it happened, but I guess it's better for me that it did happen because, you know, now I don't have to spend the money on 2 consultations. But like I said, I really would have preferred the chance to get to go. So should I have waited to make that video? Some might say I should have, but in my honest opinion, no, I shouldn't have, because at this point it's like, let me see, how can I put it? I should be able to share how I feel and what I think. That lets me know that had I went through with going to the appointment and choosing that loctician, if something did not come out right, then maybe, you know, our relationship would be strained from it if I shared it on my channel. So, you know, it is what it is. So the appointment was canceled. So that is it about that. Alright, so now something I haven't talked about in a while on here is my weight loss routine regimen, and where I'm at with my weight loss and where I plan to go with it. And I have been so up and down on my weight. I am not going to lie to you all. I have been like up and down, up and down. And when I say up and down, it's not up and down with my weight. It's up and down with what my goal is. Kind of with what my goal is. Let me put it that way. I know the number that I have in mind when it comes to my goal, but the look, you know how you have this look and this image of how you should be once you get to that goal. I also have that, and in my mind is like, once I get to that number, if I don't look the way that I want to look, what's my next move after that? So it's just an up and down thing. I also have what, in my opinion, I have what is called body dysmorphia. And that is one of those things where people lose a good little bit of weight. I mean, it may come in other forms, but I know that when it comes to weight loss, people that lose a good little bit of weight still see themselves as being bigger than what they are. And I have that like really, really bad. I do. I have it really, really bad. Because I'll see something and, you know, like clothes, and I think I can't fit them, or I'm looking in the mirror at myself and I'm like, oh my God, you've gained weight right here. Because the scariness is so, I am so scared of gaining too much weight, you know, gaining weight period, not too much, but gaining weight period, of getting back to where I started from. And but yet and still there are habits that I've picked back up that I should not have picked back up. So for the most part, you know, when it comes to eating, I eat pretty good. I still portion control. And like I said, when it comes to the sugary drinks, I limit myself with those, because I had started back doing the sugary drinks like on a regular, and it was not good. It was not good. Y'all see this? This is why I love Fenty. You put that Fenty on and it looks like, but then when you rub this stuff in, it's like, it just melts right into your skin. But anyway, so like I was saying, I have this fear of gaining weight back. I gained like 5 pounds. I will say that. I said 10. I had said to myself 10, but it was technically only like, no, 7 pounds. I had gained like 7 pounds. And I started doing intermittent fasting last week, and I was talking to Cassie. I talked to Cassie African Queen. She's right here on YouTube. Look her up as well. She makes videos as well, and she is also on a weight loss journey. And we text each other, we message each other on Instagram, as well as we talk on the phone, and we talk about different things that we're doing. And she kind of does kind of a keto style diet, not 100% keto style, I don't think, but she also does intermittent fasting. And I've been trying the intermittent fasting thing, where I would eat last week at like 12, start eating at 12 and stop at 8. And some days I would have that headache, that, what do you call it, that hunger headache. And actually the worst day for me with that was Friday. So I have changed my time for intermittent fasting to 11 o'clock, and that is what time I ate today. And today is Sunday. It's June 16, May 16. Is it 17th or 16th? I can't keep up with the date. I don't even know. What is it? 17th or 16th? Is it the 19th? Oh, it's May 19th. Oh my God, it's my dad's birthday. Oh, I have to call my dad. It's his birthday. I'm gonna call him and wish him a happy birthday. I am so anyway, I hope he answers the phone, because sometimes when I call my dad, I never get an answer, and I hate that. I hate that. But anyway, so we talked to each other, and like I said, I was trying to do 12 to 7, but today I started with 11 to 7 to see how that does, because I want to do the intermittent fasting. But for me, I don't think a keto lifestyle is for me. Meaning, I know like keto, you're supposed to do like high fats, low carbs, low protein or something like that. But when I have a protein deficit in my body, because a few weeks ago I did like a fast, a 9-day fast, and you couldn't eat meat, couldn't eat certain things and stuff like that, and your source for protein was supposed to come from beans and stuff. And I just didn't meal prep, but I could tell you my body felt the ramifications of doing low protein, because my bones, my knee, my bones, my legs, I was getting Charlie cramps. I mean, it was awful. Just not having enough protein in the body, it can take a toll on you. The low protein thing, I cannot do low protein. My body will feel it. My body will not deal with it. So anyway, so like I said, I'm going to continue to try and do intermittent fasting. This evening, if we don't go to the movies, I am going to go walking, because I go through these phases where I prefer to go walking or I prefer to go to the gym. And right now I'm on I want to go walking phase. So there's this park that's not too far from me, and I'm just going to go and walk on their track. I have been walking here in the neighborhood, but I think I just want to go and walk on the track. So that's what I'm going to do. Go walk on the track. And I do have, and I'm not going to share what that is right now, but I will tell you all that I do have a procedure coming up that I'm going to have done. And once I get closer to that, and once that procedure is done, then I'll share it. I'll try to do better. I'll try to do better with sharing better this time than I did with the last procedure that I had. But I am not, let me put it this way. I am not trying to get perfection when it comes to my body, but there are just some areas that the torture, and I'm going to call it torture, but the torture that I did to my body throughout the years being a heavy set person. And I was not heavy just in my adult years. I've been heavy all my life. So all those years of being overweight and whatnot, it takes a toll on the body. And there are just some areas that no matter how much I work out, no matter what I do, they are going to bother me. And, you know, I'm willing to make that sacrifice and get them worked on, regardless to how anyone else feels, because this is my body. And I'm going to do what I want to do with my body. And I put too much of that on. Let me see, can I blend this out better than that? Oh my word, that's too much. I ain't trying to make it look like I had a nose job. But anyway, so yeah, so I am, that is coming, and I will share more. Like I said, once it gets to that point, I will share it, you know, share it with you all. Because what I have, and I know I probably would get it if I were a bigger YouTuber, because when bigger YouTubers, some of them share things that they've done to their body or to themselves to feel good about themselves or to make themselves look better, whatever the case may be, they get a lot of criticism from people. It's like they are supposed to feel bad that they're able to do these things to themselves, or that they are doing these things to themselves, you know. And it's like, to each his own, you know. If you don't want to do something to yourself or to your body, that's on you. That's your decision. But don't criticize other people for what they feel and how they feel and what they want to do to make themselves feel a certain way or look a certain way. You know what I mean? And so, I mean, I'm not a proponent. Don't get me wrong now, and I guess that may be hypocritical. I'm not a proponent for going out here trying to make yourself look like somebody's, you know, Barbie doll or whatever and stuff like that. But at the end of the day, no minor, major, whatever touch-ups that you want to do, it's yours. It's your body. Do what you want to do. Okay, so now let's talk about work. So I had no plans. I'm going to be totally honest. I had no plans to work in summer school. I really did not. For my students that failed or needed academic recovery, whether they failed or they just, you know, needed the recovery, because here's the thing. We have the Georgia milestones here, and I have some students that are really planning on going to college, and those Georgia milestones and things like that go on your transcript. So if a student is passing a class, let's say a student is passing a class, they do everything they're supposed to do, and they're a pretty smart student overall, or they, you know, are average student, and they are passing, and they turn around and they take that Georgia milestone and they fail it. Now, some teachers may say, okay, they passed the class, you know, they failed the Georgia milestone, they made a 67, they made a 68, they made a 69, what, no big deal, and let them go. However, for me, I talk to my students and I let them know that, you know, let's go ahead and do this summer thing and see if we can get that 67, 68 to, or 69 to an 80. Let's see if we can get that up, so when you go to apply for colleges and things like that and your transcript is pulled, they'll see that you've passed this test. So I want my students to be able to have those good grades, have those passing scores on those tests. Alright, y'all, so I have to be quiet when I'm putting on my eyeliner. It is what it is. I have to concentrate. So, but also, the course that I teach, American Literature, this is my first time teaching this course. So for me, the pressure was on. Now, don't get me wrong, I'm not saying the pressure wasn't on for everybody else. But for me, the pressure was on to have passing scores on the test. So overall, though, as a whole, my students did a great job. And I am so pleased and happy with that. So I do have some students, and the students that did not meet the standards, most of those scores were 67, 68, and 69. And for the students that did have a score that was lower than that, which was like maybe about 3 or 4, those were students that I call fair weather friends. They are always in the halls, they're skipping, or they're not at school. And if someone is not in the classroom, you can't help them. You know, if someone is not willing or able, if somebody's not willing to receive the help, the information that you're trying to give to them, you can't do anything about that neither. So, you know, for those students that fell below the standards in those categories, I'm fine with that, because at the end of the day, there's nothing I could do about that. But for my students that did do well on the test, that tried, that applied themselves, and even the ones that did, you know, not meet the standards, I'm proud of them for even getting the 68, 69. So that lets me know that maybe 2 or 3 questions that student, or just tweaking their writing on the writing portion, they could have done it. And I feel like when they take it over at the end of June, they'll get that score. They'll get to where they need to be. And I'm willing to help them get to where they need to be. While the program is 10 days, I'll only be there like 5, maybe 6 days. It just depends, because I do have some pre-planned trips that I am going on. And so I'm not going to be there the whole entire time. But I'll do what I can while I'm there. Alright, so as far as my plans go, though, other than working the summer school, as far as my plans go for the summer, I do have a trip planned right now to go to California. I'll be going to California the 13th through the 16th of June. I can't get this thing open. I'll be going through the 13th through the 16th of June, and then I'll come back and I'll go to Florida from the 18th through the 21st of June. And then I'm going on another little trip, me and Bae. We're going to Mexico to have us a good time and enjoy ourselves in Mexico. And I know some people have these bad sayings about Mexico and stuff like that, but we're going to make sure we stay where we're safe. Come to think about it, so juggling this lifestyle of being here in the house, we have our share of differences, and I think that's going to be with anyone when you're in a relationship and you are, you know, you've combined households and you are in a household as one. So, you know, not financially, not, you know, bills, things like that, but just getting to learn each other on a different level. Even though before we came into the household together, we were pretty much back and forth at each other's houses, so it wasn't like we weren't used to staying together. But when you are, I messed up. But when you are in a house full time with someone, you have to learn those things, and you have to learn. And for me, one of the things I have to learn is, like, when it comes to talking to people and sharing things, you know, I have to be more mindful of what I share and what I talk about, but and you know, make sure that it's okay to share it, because sometimes I'll just be talking and I don't think anything of what I'm talking about, but it can cause some confusion. So I have to be more mindful of that because of me and my talkative nature. I thought I was gonna put on lashes today, but I don't think I want to put on lashes. But let me go ahead and set my face, and then I'll put on my mascara and lipstick. And I think I don't want to put on lashes because I'm going to walk when I get done, even though, you know, we possibly may go out, but I don't want to be down at the park walking with lashes on and start sweating. And hopefully I'll sweat, because I have this thing where it's hard for me to sweat. So you know, when I have those moments, and people may think I'm crazy, but when I can actually sweat, when I have moments of sweatation, that's what I'll call it. When I have moments of sweatation, I get happy, because I don't know whether it's something with my pores or what, but I do not sweat easily. And when I'm in the gym and they have the air on, that just makes it even harder for me to sweat. So when I'm working out, so hopefully walking today. What are you, wait, oh, it is 2:30, duh. I was about to be like, what the hell? You come on up, you ain't gotta creep.
Oh, I thought you were making a video.
I am, but you come on up. So.
Girl, I ate some sausage over my grandma's house. Girl, that thing made me sick. I thought throwing up. I felt weak. I didn't feel sick the whole time I was over there.
Oh, man.
I told her it had to be that sausage. That sausage ain't made me sick like that before. I bet I'm gonna quit fucking with it now. You said something about that pork yesterday. Golly. I don't know if it's because I went out in that sun first and then came back and ate that grease ass sausage. I don't know. But I feel so horrible, God. I need help, Jesus.
Alright, so I hope you enjoyed that Get Ready With Me video. If you'd like to see other Get Ready With Me's where I talk about certain things, talk about certain topics, talk about days in my life or what have you, please do leave a comment below. Go ahead, like, comment, subscribe, and share this video across all your social media sites. And until the next time and in between time, you ladies and gentlemen be safe, and I will do what? Catch you on the flip side.